Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video, nasa week 3 na tayo ng first quarter ng Mathematics 9. So yung topic natin sa week 3 is all about solving equation transformable to quadratic equation, including rational algebraic equations. Okay, so bago tayo mag-start, gusto ko muna maging familiar kayo din sa tinatawag nating extraneous roots, kasi ito yung gagamitin natin na way which is, it is a solution wherein yung root niya, nung transform equation is different dun sa root nung original equation. Okay, so para mas maintindihan nyo, let's have a series of examples. So, tinawag siya na solving equation transformable to quadratic equation simply because ita-transform natin yung certain na equation into quadratic equation siya, so ibabalik natin siya doon sa standard form ng quadratic equation and para ma-solve natin yung roots. And it also includes rational algebraic equations. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng 4 na examples. Yung unang dalawang examples ay simple lang. Yung dalawang last na examples, it will deal with the rational algebraic equations. So yung una natin ay x times x minus 5, which is equal to 36. Okay, so sabi nga natin, we need to write it first in standard form. So para masulat natin to in standard form, we have to simplify x times x minus 5 by multiplying the two factors. So i-multiply natin kasi dapat tayong magkaroon ng squared, ax squared plus bx plus c. So, x times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x equals 36. Then afterwards, ililipat natin si 36 sa left side. So, ito din tinatawag nating additive inverse, but i-explain ko na lang yun further sa mga next videos ko kasi baka malito kayo. So, in this video, gagamitin lang natin yung transposition method. So, kapag sinabi natin transposition method, ililipat natin yung isang term sa kabilang side, which is kung saan babalik na rin natin yung symbol niya. So, instead na positive 36, it will become negative 36. So, we have x squared minus 5x minus 36 equals 0. Ayan. Since na-write na natin siya in standard form, the next thing that we need to do is to solve na for the roots of the quadratic equation x squared minus 5x minus 36 equals 0. So, paano natin siya isosolve? So, tinuro ko na sa inyo last time yung different way ng pagsosolve. Pwede tayong mag-solve by extracting the square root, by factoring, by completing the square, or by the use of quadratic formula. So, in this case, gagamitan natin siya ng factoring. Okay, kasi para sa akin, napakahaba kapag quadratic formula pa yung gagamitin natin. So, better na gamitan na lang natin siya ng factoring. Okay. So, sa factoring na to, factoring quadratic trinomial, we need to think ng dalawang number na kapag pinag-multiply natin ay negative 36, kapag pinag-add naman natin ay negative 5. So, of course, meron tayong x dito. So ano yung dalawang numbers natin? So, we have negative 9 and positive 4. Because negative 9 plus 4, ay, negative 9 times positive 4 is negative 36. Negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. So, we have negative 9 and then positive 4. So, the next thing that we need to do is to equate both factors into 0. So, we have x minus 9 equals 0. And then x plus 4 equals 0. And then, in solving for the roots, kailangan lang natin i-isolate yung x. So, ililipat natin yung negative 9 sa kabila. So, instead na magiging negative 9 siya, yung x sub 1 natin magiging positive 9 na. Okay. Yung next one naman natin, ililipat natin yung 4 sa right side. So, instead ng positive siya, it will become negative. So, yung x sub 2 natin is negative 4. Ayan. So, proceed na tayo sa example number 2. In example number 2, ang given natin ay x plus 5 squared plus x minus 2 squared equals 37. Okay. So, para masulat natin ito in standard form, we need to expand it first in a special product. So, expand natin yung square. Kasi square of a binomial siya, gagawin natin siyang perfect square trinomial. So, yung una is x plus 5 square. So, anong gagawin natin dyan is square natin yung first term, which is x. So, magiging x squared na siya. I-multiply natin yung first and second term at times 2. So, we have x times 5 is 5x times 2 is 10x. I-multiply, yung next step natin is square natin yung last term which is 5. So, magiging positive 25. Plus, yun din yung gagawin natin dito sa pangalawang square ng binomial natin. So, square natin yung first term which is x. So, we have x squared. 2 times the product of the first and last term. So, x times negative 2 is negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x. And then, square lang natin yung last term. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 equals 37. And then, simplify natin siya further. So, we have the x squared. Nakita natin meron dalawang x squared. So, x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. And then, nakita natin merong dalawang magkamukha ulit ng variable. So, we have 10x minus 4x. It will give us positive 6x. And then, 25 plus 4 is positive 29 equals 37. Since kailangan natin siyang masulat in standard form, again, kailangan nating i-transpose si 37 sa left side. So, we have 2x squared plus 6x plus 29. So, instead na positive 37, it will become minus 37 equals 0. Okay. And then, simplify further. So, we have 2x squared plus 6x. 29 minus 37 is negative 8 equals 0. Okay. So, kung mapapansin nyo naman, they are all divisible by 2 pa. So, we can still divide them all by 2. So, divide natin 2 sa 2. Divide natin yung 0 din sa 2 kasi equation to. So, cancel na yan. So, matitira na lang ay x squared. Yung 6 divided by 2 is 3. Retain natin yung x. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Then afterwards, solve natin siya by factoring. Okay, so para sa akin, mas madali kong factoring kaysa naman gamitanan pa natin siya ng quadratic formula. So dito, ang gagawin natin, isip tayo ulit ng dalawang number na kapag minultiply natin, ay negative 4 at pag pinag-add naman natin ay positive 3. So, ano yung dalawang number na yon? We have positive 4 and negative 1. Kasi 4 times negative 1 is negative 4 and 4 plus negative 1 is positive 3. Okay, since na-factor na natin siya, we can now solve for the value of our x sub 1 and x sub 2. So, equate natin both factor into 0. So, x plus 4 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. Transpose 4 to get negative 4. So, x sub 1 is equal to negative 4. So, yung una nating sagot. Yung x sub 2 naman natin, transpose negative 1, it will become positive 1. Ayan. Okay, so I hope naintindihan nyo na to para pag nag-proceed tayo sa rational algebraic equations, mas madali na para sa inyo. Okay, so bago tayo mag-proceed sa solving equation transformable to quadratic equation that includes rational algebraic equations, meron tayong step-by-step procedure to follow para hindi kayo malito sa pag-solve. So the first thing that we need to do is to find the LCD. Multiply the equation by the LCD, simplify and reduce the equation into quadratic equation, and use any applicable method to solve for the solutions of roots of the quadratic equations. Okay. So, magkaroon tayo ng example. Example number 3 na tayo. Ang pangit ng sulat. Burahin ko. So, example number 3, we have 4 plus x over x plus 3 over x squared equals 0. Okay. So, una natin gagawin, sabi kanina, we need to find the LCD. So, in getting the least common denominator, titignan nyo agad yung pinakamataas na degree nung dalawang variable. Let's say, for example, meron tayong x squared. So, tingnan nyo na agad yung x squared. So, si x is a multiple, as x squared is a multiple of x. So, that means ang greatest common least common denominator natin ay x squared. So, kukunin natin yung x squared, i-multiply natin, that is the step 2, multiply natin dun sa equation na 4 plus x over x plus 3 over x squared equals 0. Ayan. So, multiply din natin yung 0 sa x squared. 0 na lang din naman na siya nun. So, we have, it will become ganito. So, 4 plus x squared times 4 plus x over x plus x squared times 3 over x squared equals 0. Okay. So, cancel lang to agad kasi magkamukha naman sila. And then ito, minus 1 ang isang degree, minus 1 sa degree niya. So, it will become x na lang. Tapos, cancel na yung x. So, gawin natin, multiply natin ito, tsaka ito. So, x times 4 is 4x. X times x is positive x squared. Plus 3 na lang. Equals 0. Okay, then afterwards, ilalagay lang natin siya into standard form. So, dapat decreasing yung degree. So, unahin natin yung x squared, followed by 4x, followed by 3, equals 0. Then after that, yung next step natin ay gagamitan na natin siya ng applicable method na para ma-solve natin yung solutions ng roots ng quadratic equation. So, in this case, gagamitan natin siya ng factoring. So, factoring na lang ulit. So, isip tayo ngayon ng dalawang factor ni 3 or dalawang number na kapag pinag-multiply natin ay 3 at pag pinag-add natin ay 4. So, 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 plus 1 is 4. So, we are going to use plus 3 and plus 1. And then, i-equate natin both factors into 0. So, we have x plus 3 equals 0 and then x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, transpose positive 3, it will become negative 3. So, x sub 1 is negative 3. And then transpose positive 1, it will become negative 1. So, x sub 2 is negative 1. Ayun na. So, proceed na tayo sa ating last example. So, yung last example natin, for example number 4, we have 9 over x squared minus 12 over x plus 4 equals 0. So, una natin gagawin, kunin ulit natin yung least common denominator or LCD, which is x squared. And then, i-multiply natin kay 9 over x squared minus 12 over x plus 4 equals 0. Okay. So, dito, we have cancel na yung x squared natin sa una. So, it will become 9 na lang. And then, x squared times 12 is 12x squared divided by x is negative 12x. And then x squared times 4 is positive 4x. And then x squared times 0 is 0. So, the next thing that we need to do is to arrange it, 4x squared to, is to arrange it in standard form. So, paano natin i-arrange? Unahin natin yung positive 4x squared, followed by negative 12x, followed by positive 9 equals 0. Okay. So, kung the next thing that we need to do is to solve it by factoring. So, para sa akin, mas madali yung factoring kaysa sa completing the kaysa sa tawag dito, solving it by quadratic formula. So, it's up to you kung ano yung gusto nyo gamitin, but in this case, gagamitan ko siya ng factoring. So, rewrite ko siya ulit dito. So, we have 4x, So, we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. Okay. So, ang gagawin ko, ang technique dito, tignan nyo yung dalawang number na yan, laging ganyan, multiply nyo sila. So, 4 times 9 is 36. So, shortcut lang itong ginagawa ko na to. Ngayon, isip tayo ng dalawang number na kapag pinag-multiply natin ay 36 at kapag pinag-add naman natin ay negative 12. So, ano yon? So, we have negative 6 times negative 6. Alam natin na ang negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36 and negative 6 times plus negative 6 is negative 12. So, negative 6. Okay, hindi pa dun nagtatapos. Titignan nyo ulit yung numerical coefficient nito, yung leading coefficient, and then di-divide natin siya by that. Okay, and then simplify lang natin, minus, they are both divisible by 2, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, 4 divided by 2 is 2. The same lang din dito. Ayan. And the next thing that we need to do is to what? To equate both factor into 0. So, we have x minus 3 over 2 equals 0. And then x minus 3 over 2 equals 0. And then, transpose lang. So, it will give us x equals positive 3 over 2. This is our x sub 1. And our x sub 2 is also positive 3 over 2. Ayan. Para madaman nyo kung tama yung sagot ninyo, you can check it by substituting all the roots doon sa original equation. Okay, so I hope you learned something on our video lesson for today. I hope you can give me a thumbs up and share nyo na din yung video na to sa mga grade 9 students. And do not forget to subscribe on my channel and hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa ating mga latest upload. Thank you guys for watching.